Her body's still growing. The fontanelle doesn't close until 25.
Oh, God, the fontanelle.
Is that above the?
It's way above it.
Yeah, way above it. Like,
Yeah.
Am I close, Doc?
Yeah.
Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges.
I can marry a teen in Alabama.
It's not weird if it's your cousin and you can play like Great Balls of Fire, right?
She a woman now.
Oh, boy.
What age is too young for you?
Well, you know, they used to say about me, I was too old for
This is
tit.
another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I'm that Brian Sturges. Listen, I'm deleting a bunch of stuff. So if you want to find me, you can find me at Mr. Brian Sturges. And there's no particular reason to.
Hashtag trying to get canceled.
Or, get me on the Twitter.
Tweet.
Or the YouTubes at Brian Brian Sturges.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Boob tubes.
Well, so the comedy, whatever. Cliff Beach 1192.
What? No.
You're the new owner.
Cliff Beach Music, Side Hustle the Flow on
Yep.
Amazon,
Oh, yeah.
audiobook. You can follow him.
Too old for tit, too young for clip. That's what I was going to say before I got
And
cut
Tim
off.
Hall of 92 Studios. Tim Hall's a bitch, archery, whatnot. And call the music, Cliff, 1. And go ahead. Call it.
Oh, so close. So close.
Music
We'll try again.
and scene.
Okay, we did it. It didn't work last time either.
Oh, good. That prep meeting really took us
Why do
back.
I spend $14,000? You know what we didn't
Wait,
do? You
I
know
had
what
a
we
question.
didn't do? You know what we didn't do?
Get new camera?
Well, no. Ordered.
Okay.
Ordered.
All right.
All right, so this is the last couple of these.
Fuck you for gay. That's what I got.
Yeah, no, they're not Fugazis. They're just low quality.
They got Sony guts.
We're just tired, Brian. But wise.
So other than the girl, the too young for you? You just said something else.
What about?
He
young
said-
girls?
He said something about the tit and the clip.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Too old
How could
for
I
tit.
I thought
Too young
I thought we
tit.
were leading someplace. with
About
it.
young breakups?
I mean, you.
Oh,
Now, before you say anything,
I know. It's unofficial, official.
he's got some predictions, I think. Probably.
now,
I'm real Nostradamus. Negrodamus.
you were on a work call talking to the president of Sudan
Oh, yes.
Oil and Motor Change
Sudan in my
in Tarzana,
coffee.
California.
Sudan in my tea.
And I said to Tim Hall, I said, I'm going to tell you something.
No, I said I was going to sue Dan. At the
Oh,
that's
yeah,
different.
yeah.
That's different.
Accidentes, por favor.
So I said to Tim Hall, I said, I'm going to speculate or something.
He's a speculator.
I'm going to speculate. And I'm going to speculate that Cliff and his lady friend are broken up. Now, I said that not 5 minutes before you walked in the door. And I said, so what I knew that I was going to do was bring this up anyway.
Okay.
Because you brought it up.
I got you.
And this episode is called Win a Date with Black Cliff Beach. Go ahead and smash that like. Comment below if you'd like to take this man. Well, if you're a man, you should pay. If you're a woman, he will pay. If you're one of them in the middle, you go Dutch.
Okay.
You see?
That seems fair.
That's what we call
all
a Dutch
very-
treat. A mystery box.
So I speculated because I've known you. I was explaining to him I've known you since you were 16.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw.
I forget that.
I brought her up
Showroom new.
2 weeks ago, and in the back corner of your eyes where you can't hide is a glint. It was is that the word? I'm not sure, but it was glinting.
Glimmer?
Maybe it was a glimmering glint, and
I call it Glenn Eastwood.
and I was like, oh, it's over, right? So I could tell it was over 2 weeks ago.
Bitch!
Waited 2 weeks to confirm. Brought up to him that I was going to bring it up and I was solidified by a recent post of yours.
Is he a sieve? Is he leaking information?
And so,
Aline.
and I explained to him that you won't tell the story of how it actually went down. You'll tell the cliffs, the cliffs.
Cliff Notes?
No, I think in the last two relationships, they just fizzled.
Oh.
Like, it's just like this is unofficial because it just...
Did she want to quit the mentorship?
No,
Is
it's well, yeah,
She's like, I just want to
she
go to
was aging-
Sizzler. I don't want any
She
help.
was aging out.
I just want Sizzler.
No, it just fizzled
She
out.
was
So like
aging
now it's just been like days of like nobody said anything. Like it never was like it's over. It just like we just stopped talking. Nothing. And not
I
like,
thought your
Oh.
kids were gonna make it.
Right.
I thought you dating somebody who was more likely your daughter's age wouldn't work out long term. Was it? Did you not like paying full price at the amusement parks? Where you're like, she's over 5'10" now.
No. I think honestly, after writing the book or just gaining a certain
When
philosophy,
you say honestly, it's never going to be honest. No one
no,
says honestly.
it has nothing. Like okay, first of all, Chinua Achebe wrote a book called Things Fall Apart. Some
You
things
dumped her
just
because
don't
she
work
got
out.
chubby?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You dumped her because she got chubby?
and
That's
I
not
wasn't
nice.
getting a chubby anymore.
Well, it gets old.
Except
age,
chubby
yeah.
checker, and that's the twist, baby.
You should have seen me try yesterday. It was a
Not the
valid-
regular twist,
it was
the
a good- I was
peppermint
like,
twist.
We'll try again tomorrow.
Let's twist again, like we did.
So, did she just get sick of it? Like, did she just get sick of?
no, it was me. It was my side of being like, I can't anymore. I'll tell you this: my issue with some women speaking to them
I don't believe any of this.
in terms of communication styles. Well, one, and people can say this is controversial, but I feel
Please, we need to learn.
unfortunately in society there's like a dichotomy of we want to be equal, but it doesn't come up in all areas of being equal. And when I say that, what I mean is that I feel that most women, for some reason, are socialized to be weak. And I feel like talking to them sometimes, like talking to a man, I could be like, "Hey, you need to get your shit right," and they just get it. Like even if they're like, "Fuck you," they know I'm right. The thing is, like, I'm like, "You need to get your shit right," and then and like one, if you cannot have the self-awareness that you have a problem, then you can never find a solution. Two, I'm a solution-oriented person, so if you come to me with a problem, I'm like, "Hey, you have a
gotta fix
problem.
it.
You
Yeah.
got to fix this." And sometimes people don't like that. Like I've been in these situations repetitively where I get into this loop where they're like, "I just want you to sit here and feel my feelings or something," and I'm like, "I can't be that person. I'm not your girlfriend, and I don't want to do that." Like, I'm not. I feel it's disingenuous to. I have to lie. I have to fake it because
Till you make it.
you have a problem that needs a clear solution. And then people will say
Iron
like, "I don't
pills.
want to be parented," or "I want to be mentored," but it's like, but you need parenting.
Did she accuse you of parenting and mentoring her?
Yes. Because of the age gap. But beyond the age gap,
No, because instead of just laying down on top of her, Bartos and James, you're like, let's get your life together. Like it meant like why would you even waste your own why did you just get on top of her a little bit? Why did you feel the need to mentor her? I think you're ready for kids. Now you don't want them.
Oh.
You don't want them. You don't.
nope.
Nope. You don't want them. We don't want you
I'm
to
holding
have
up the
them.
toilet every night, like, bye-bye. Going on a trip, baby.
See ya, kids. Yeah. Okay. So,
They swim real good down
but
the
I
sewer.
think I think.
Swamp babies.
Okay. Wow.
Gators. Bigger than hell.
I went through something similar when I turned 40.
Ah.
What I think this is, if I may, is the turning 40.
40.
You're having a midlife crisis.
Oh.
You tried to take it out on
died last year. I just
Sweet
don't
Valley High. You take her out for some of that popcorn that's got it's like colorful. It's like the rainbow
Oh,
popcorn.
yeah.
Whatever. Papalophagus.
Little
Yeah.
lemon on it. Yeah.
But when I turned 40, I felt the need of panic of life and getting everything done, and it's the not the preciousness of life, but the how short it is. And, I think you have turned 40 and you're losing your mind and you're trying to mentor. Don't try to bring comedy into this podcast.
Oh, no.
This is a
This is
real
serious.
moment.
Different
This
because
is
it's got that
real.
a little bit of ting.
Yeah, it's got that extra little note.
Yeah.
This is cool, right? Did you hear the extra little? So I did the same thing where I think you're panicking about turning 40, and then it's turning that you're taking that, and I did that with Tim Hall too. And I will admit, when I turned 40, I was probably additionally cranky about wanting to get things done, and this panic of life, and everything became. Every not phone call back became devastating of just like of life. So what I'm seeing is something that I went through of just like because you want to know why? Because you're supposed to have it together. but we, mostly you, because it is a positive. As a bonus,
Oh,
like
positive,
because
okay.
you work in entertainment, where like if you were back home in Cincinnati and you got up and you put on your khakis and your brown shoes and you drive your, I don't know, your Geo Metro with 4 doors or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It's just a different life
Hatchback.
where doing the actual hustling part, because
Right.
most people don't even hustle.
Yeah.
So you're busy. You have things to do. So now at 40, your things that you have to do are even more important because obviously you're close to death. Plus, I know your family history. Hold on. Let me-
Okay, how is that?
He's got about 6 weeks left.
Oh no.
I blame the pork bacon, the fatty pork solid meats, the spam,
7 tops.
ham.
Now,
Corned beef
would
ham.
that be correct?
That's
Are
beef.
you
Okay.
freaking out about turning 40 like I did? And still, I still have but isn't this like 40 is like, and you're supposed to have it. I'm witnessing you want. Why are you mentoring somebody that was just for fun? And I respect you. I didn't learn your name, but I respect. I guess I didn't really feel
know
the
it.
need to learn it because I knew that. But
I know it.
didn't you win? Didn't you
Yeah.
win?
I'll explain it like this. I had a client the other day we were talking to for business, and they kept repeating to me, "Can you slow down?"
Can you shut the fuck?
No, they're like, "Can you slow down? Like you're speaking too fast." And I was clearly talking to a person who had no idea, even if I talked relentlessly slow, what I was talking about, because she was just not the right person for this conversation.
Right, she didn't understand.
At the same time, I'm like, who handles this? That's a hard question. I'm like, but I know it's not you. It's not a dig on you to realize you're not the right person for this, but I don't want to waste my time and you're not the right person. And the same way, I don't want to have to slow down because unfortunately some people are just not mentally as fast as me. I'm tired of having to shrink myself to make you feel better about your shit life. And so,
Yeah, it's exactly how I felt. It's exactly what it is. It's like, yeah. And you feel entitled
yeah.
because you worked hard.
Right.
And because of that, when someone is not working hard, you're like, I don't fucking give a fuck about
Because
you.
if you surround yourself with a bunch of losers, like if I'm a butterfly flying around, I can't be with a caterpillar. And I don't have the lifespan at 40. So it's not about me getting stuff done. I feel like I've done and accomplished a lot.
You're one of those senior, you're like those,
Yeah, it's
the
more,
senior cocoons.
it's more
Cocoon
of-
3.
it's more of I don't have the lifespan to wait for you to figure it out. And I feel like I have a good understanding of people where in 30 seconds I can listen to someone who has loser talk. They will never get their shit right.
Yes, yeah. I was explaining to Banana about there's the 90-10. In business
You've
in
never
Los
used
Angeles.
her name before on the. I'll bleep it out.
Oh, I did. A
It's
white
white
banana.
banana.
You bleep that shit. Mind your business, you fucking perverts.
Yeah.
And people assume, like, first of all, people will talk to me assuming that because I seemingly have a lot of things together, that I have no issues, no problems.
Oh, I can.
Right.
Yeah, you
So
got lots of
let's
problems.
say like
You have a
one of the core
tremendous
one of the
amount
core things that kept coming up is like with
uncurable.
both the last girls.
He is the worst.
Oh my god.
I mean, 3 doctors just said, "Fuck that. I want to go become a lawyer." It's over. But there's no help.
Both.
But the white banana, the 90-10,
Yeah.
is that in Los Angeles, 90% of people will show up late to a meeting and say, "Sorry, there was traffic," but the winners are the 10% that are there early that have already had a cup of coffee.
Oh, I thought the 10% were the people that say you should be glad I even showed up.
I am so grateful you showed up.
No, like with the last 2 girls, like I had this perpetual thing where they kept
Ladies.
telling me how tired they were. Now, I do things.
That's why I recommended iron pills.
No, I feel fear and do it anyway. So, do you think I like going out there, putting myself out there, getting rejected? I don't. I never have. I
doesn't
never
love
do.
it.
Do you think I'm never afraid to do something that I haven't done and fuck up and fail? Of course I am. But I do it anyway. In the same way,
Nobody fucks up like you.
right? When I'm tired, I still do it anyway. That is not an excuse to not get your shit done. Everybody is tired. Everybody has to work. Everybody has to make money. Everyone has to deal with bullshit they don't want to deal with. And that's a given. And that's mentally what you should have prepared for when you took on a challenge. And if you're not up for the challenge, you can be a mediocre average person, but that's not my problem.
Yeah.
You can be the piece of shit you know you are, unless you buy the book.
But the thing is, like with self-awareness, I'd rather a person say, I don't have it together because I can work with that. A person who's like, I have it together and they don't, is a person I can't work with.
This and 9 other fucking bullshit chapters.
Oh,
Well, the thing is, I don't like people to throw it in my face. Like, people like that I'm ambitious, but then they start to hate it, and then they start to make me a problem. Like, I'm trying to tell you the truth and love, and you can't receive it. You're like, you're dismissing me.
That is a very LA thing. People do not
dismissing it.
like.
the truth.
Well, yeah, the people don't like other people actually accomplishing things because I mean, let's be honest. This town is built on the
'cause it makes
backs
you
of
feel bad.
workers and dirty knuckles, in which I will take your land, women, and money in no particular order.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife will run the women. She'd be like the madam bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Ultimately,
So like, you don't come to me for shit. You come to my bitch about your bitch.
yeah. Well,
But I
ultimately,
would never refer to my wife as a bitch.
bitch. Ultimately, the thing is that people want things, but they don't want it enough to make the sacrifice it takes
She's a
to do
copper
it. And then they
digger.
want to complain. What?
A copper digger. She didn't. Yeah. You heard what you wanted to hear.
I heard it too, and that's not what I wanted to hear.
You were thinking bronze?
Brian.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I went. Best statue ever.
Blacks and Wax. Look it up. That's where I used to go every year as a kid. To
Oh, is
see
that a wax museum?
black historical figurines.
So
Wax.
so the partnership with the lady, but you're expecting her to make grown-up choices. You're expecting her to, but isn't it your fault for going out with somebody who 24 months ago
Oh, no, I'm good
was
with
in
that.
junior prom getting felt up in the back of
They can still wear stuff from middle
oh,
school?
what's not a racist car? What are those things? Impalas.
Pinto? Oh, yeah, of course.
Pinto.
Hydraulics, of course. Yeah, the Snoop Dogg mobile.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm fine with that. I just, like, if someone came up to me and they were like, you don't run fast, I'd be like, I agree. It's not a dig on me. There are people that are faster than me at certain things, and I can accept that.
That'd be
It
a great
doesn't make
episode.
me less than.
I've gone through this too because you're comparing your partner's goals. You want them to be the same as yours.
No. I don't want you to be anything like me. What I want, like, if you come to me and you're like, I'm tired, I'm like, well, what are you going to do about it? Like, why do I have to
Take a
be
nap?
in the ditch with you talking about the same tiredness that you haven't done shit to fix? Like, if you're tired, rest. What the fuck can I do for you? Why the fuck are you mad at me? Because I'm not, like, empathetic in your fucking feelings. It's not solving the problem, though. And then we have to continually keep talking about the same shit, but you've done nothing. So it has nothing to do with me setting a goal for you. I'm just saying, fix your own fucking life, and it's not my fucking problem that my life is not a fucking country song. Get your shit right.
Dang.
Get your shit right.
Or Beatles.
Like, I'm saying, as long as you're like, hey, this is me and I'm tired and I'm average, cool. I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck that you're making me feel bad. That all I said is, have you tried ginseng? Are you going to get rest? You should have mentally prepared that you have
But
a
her
job.
body's still growing. The fontanelle doesn't close until 25.
God, the fountain.
Is that above the clitoris?
It's way above it. Yeah.
Yeah, way above it. Like, is it
Yeah?
my close, Doc?
Yeah. Your pituitary glands?
Yeah. I
Keep you
I
in
could
that
tell 'cause
same loop.
a couple weeks ago I could tell it was dying in the corner of your eyes, and then I saw a post of some blonde. I was like, oh, this guy.
That was just marketing.
Yeah, no. I know, no. What that was like, fuck you, bitch. That was just like, that's exactly, that's a fuck you, bitch post.
No.
Yeah, look at that guilt.
No, that was just being
Hey, listen,
out on the
Smash,
street.
if you would like to have a cliff lay on top of you, I want you to go ahead and comment below.
I'm not going to tell you which part, and I'm not going to tell you which place. You get to choose.
Yeah.
Wheel of sexuality. Turn.
So
Teach us the lesson that we must learn.
Are you looking for, do you want a wife or do you want an equal?
No.
You know what I mean? But just like, do you want,
Wait a second.
no, but what I mean is, do you want the woman who is works for a Fortune 500 company? She's working 12 hours a day. She's busy doing her own business. She's doing her own thing.
No,
Or do you want somebody who goes to work? She's home by 5.
I mean, the thing is, like, they're like, I don't want a savior. I don't need a
5:30.
savior. I'm all good for it.
Yeah,
The time,
with traffic.
the time is important, but like,
The most important thing for me is
Bitch,
that,
I better be home by
like,
6.
anyone who comes to me with a problem, if you're like, I don't want a solution, I just want to feel about it, you get one time to talk about it. After that,
Ooh.
I can't go 10 times of talking about the same issue.
I'm starting to think women, not for you, because
Yeah, me too.
This is this is what it
The
is.
Me Too movement.
This is what it is. Now, not you, not the ones with the short haircuts that are offended and whatnot,
yeah.
but like normal, like women.
You can read that in my second book, Large Marge
Not
is in
females.
charge.
But
Oh no.
Large Marge is in charge. On a barge.
Bales up, you mix. Bales up. That's the Katie Rock. Well,
But it's like the thing is that hurts me the most is that I feel I only tell people things because I do truly care. But I talked to another woman, not unrelated.
you could really lose some weight. I love you, but fuck you, ugly.
No, it's not about that. Like,
ugly.
if it was easy, everybody would be rich. Everybody would be skinny.
That's true.
The reason is that, like, if you want to become the Oprah of your industry, and you tell me that, as an accountability partner, I would tell you that's a very narrow thing you can do. Like, if everyone could become Oprah, they would. That's very hard to do. And the sacrifices Oprah made to do that, nobody wants to make those.
But why did you tell her how to be?
Had to fight my daddy. Had to fight my uncles. Had to fight Terry McMillan. Had to fight Steven Spielberg.
I had to fight Stedman.
Had to fight Phil McGraw. How's that working out for you? God damn you,
Phil
son of a bitch.
McGraw. Oh,
Yeah,
Uncle Phil.
well, you know how they came to be together, right? Is that she got sued by like the cattle ranchers of America because he said some shit that they didn't like, so she had to go down to Texas, and he was like her
about the
attaché
cow
to be like,
disease?
when you talk to country folk, that's what you got to say. Even though she's from
Well, you know, now I know she's a black and a woman,
what the answer?
which is 2 strikes. The 3rd strike, you never.
I
Whatever.
tell you what. Orpa. Can I call you Orpa? That's how it's spelled.
But you answer the question. Do you want what sort of partner do you want, or do you not want it?
I don't. At this point, I think I want to take a break. And it's just, if somebody
Get
is
a calico.
if you're like running all cylinders and someone is running up to catch you, that's the person to get with. You can't be with the person that's this far behind you who will never catch up. It's just not worth it.
I'm so glad Lara isn't on this podcast.
No, but you have a lot of redeeming qualities. The thing about you is that you're self-aware.
You're a piece of shit, but you're nice. You're a nice guy about it.
You never try
Jesus,
to
what
be
a
something that you're
slam.
not.
That's true.
And that's different.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, like talking to a man, like, you could be tired. How many times have you ever said to me, I'm tired?
I don't know if I've ever said it. I might have said it.
Like, you ever walk the dog tired? You ever edit tired?
Yeah, all the time.
Exactly. That's what a man would do. Like, we have no choice but to get it done.
So, are you looking for more masculine energy?
No, I just think I don't like how people reflect
You know what it
their
is?
inactivity back to you. I didn't make you inactive. I didn't make you tired. Like, what? That's not. There's nothing I can do for you.
Has she seen a doctor?
Many times, who said that she's fine. It's mental, but they don't want to do anything about it. And I'm like, I live that
But
life.
she's a 24-year-old like college girl. Like, what do you expect her to do? She's supposed to do shots and like get trained.
No,
or
I'm
whatever.
saying- I'm
no,
saying-
but like
Supposed
working
to.
out.
I'll get trained.
I'm saying
with a
bunch of-
trainer.
Bunch of black guys all pounding
No.
the asshole at once.
no, I'm
That's
saying
the
no, I'm saying for her, like she's like,
24-hour fitness. I'm looking for a very specific program.
no, she's like, I took a new job. I have to drive far. I'm getting used to it. And like, but this is what you signed up for. You knew that job was far away. What's the alternative of not having?
But do
a
you
job?
want feminine energy or masculine? This is some Kevin's.
I'm just saying, like, some
Samuels.
people, like, they can't mentally prepare. Like, if I'm like, hey, I want to make this jazz record.
Yeah,
I
but-
know what it takes to do that, and I know the sacrifice.
You should. You are sage. You should put you on a stamp. She was in college months ago. You have sciatica. You have your one toe is crooked. It's
I know
just
Superman
fucked up.
sciatica. Oh, she
and you have
messed my back up.
and you
backed
have a
it up.
little bit of that Kaiser Sose foot drag.
Oh boy.
You know, because you're an old man.
But it's like, it's nothing against them. I just realized that, like, when I was a certain age, it took me time to get to where I am. And they may get there, but it's
Sitting
not
in
my concern.
Sitting
It's
in
not
my
my
palatial
problem.
estate.
Like, you can't hate me that I'm further up the road. You can't put the years of work that I put in. And I don't see you creating a plan to put any work in. So I'm just like, this
So
is
you want to be with somebody who is like-minded,
Independent.
independent, goal-oriented, and doesn't particularly need you.
Yes. They don't. I don't solve their problems, and they can deal with it. And they're like,
Good luck to you. I hope you're the motherfucker that solves it for men everywhere. You heard it here first, folks. Well,
No, but it does. It makes me sad, but also again, like it's just like I really do care. I talked to another woman, unrelated, whose life is a country song for the last year. They went through a lot of stuff, but like nobody ever owns like what I'm doing is not working. I do something different. Like they just keep doing the same thing, getting the same results. Nothing works. Nothing is whatever. And I was like, you're stuck. Like you need to get unstuck and do this. And that's not me pushing my life principles on you. That's just universal principles of love. Like if you're doing something
what would you do if you
have to
started dating a woman who was vice president of a Fortune 500 company?
Oh, my
and
God.
she says to you that you're not keeping up because she doesn't have time for your gig shit. She's
Yeah.
like, I need a man who actually, lays that pipe hard in his G-Wagon. His G-Wagon is his cock.
Oh, okay. It's not
a
the
metaphor.
geometric.
He's like, I want the G-Wagon. He's like, oh. But what about the women who want a man to make
Yeah, no, they may not
$250,000 a year? I mean, don't come to me. I already got one.
Definitely
I
don't
already
come to
got
me.
one taken, slowly chipping away.
No, they might. But the thing is, like, you want to, as a person, be into a group and aspire to people who can bring you up. You don't want to be always having to pull people up because they're lower than you.
It sounds like you want to join, what's that, Big Brothers, Big Sisters program. You could do that.
I know some big sisters.
And then, yeah. There you go.
Miranda.
Damn.
Miranda.
She got fired from the
But
DMV.
I feel that same way with
Eating
It- it-
cars.
it's not just-
She was
it's not
she was so fat. She would just eat the Hondas.
it's not just relationships, like romantically. It's just in general. Like there are certain friends that I like limit my association because they're just losers.
Sounds like a good friend. Sounds like a good friend.
No, I mean it's just like
You mean like using LA people?
well, you
not
just
like
have
friends.
you just have a limited amount of time, and like people who don't want to work, people don't have goals. Like there's nothing they can do for me.
I gotta tell you, it's not gonna. It's over.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
I
what's
just
over?
prefer.
Like
I prefer to be by myself and work on personal development. And if somebody's cool with that, then it's cool. Like as long I can accept
but you want to
wherever you are.
You don't actually. So you don't want a family. You don't want a wife. You don't want accountability.
I don't want anything.
You just want a Peter Pan.
I just want to be
your way
left
through
alone.
life.
I want to live.
Well,
I want to
playing
die. I
your
want to
idiot.
get work done. And I mean, it's not that I don't want to be with
partner.
somebody. I'm just like I'm realistic. Like as long as don't make your problem a pushback on me. Like I didn't do it to you, but I can look at someone and be like, you'll never
But
get
what's
together.
the problem?
Huh?
Aren't they so young? Don't you think?
No, some people have so many phobias.
could just
So
tell.
many fears, so many issues. And you're like, do this, do this, do this, and they get overwhelmed. I can look at them and be like, you'll never figure this out. You don't have the mental wherewithal.
That
gotta
wasn't
go to
working
therapy.
for her sexually. Like that wasn't like moistening the old
well,
pistons.
you become unattractive to me. I don't want to be with someone who is not doing anything, not handling the
that
shit.
young pussy, you get out of there. You get out of there. You get out. You're not working hard enough. I don't want to lay on top of you.
Well, that's the other thing.
I
It's
want
like-
to jerk off alone for the next 3 months until I find some other woman who's like, I guess.
It's not like that. It's just like I'm investing my time, my money, my energy. I'm doing
Oh, the
everything.
money. Yeah.
Well, it's like when you do everything 100%, this person's bringing nothing really to the table. There's no value they can add to you. There's no future there. And then they want to complain about one thing that you keep doing that I know is right. There's nothing to talk about. So what's up? Biatch.
Any comedy this week, or is that?
I mean, I think it's in there. It's in the spaces in between.
And then when somebody just
Like
stops
jazz.
speaking to you out the blue, like it's like, oh, like we never said
So
it's
she goes-
over. It's
so-
just like ghost,
yeah, but isn't that? But you don't care.
Nope.
Nope. You get her off.
Once I mentally have shut off a piece of something, like I don't drink again, I'm not eating this food, it's over. Like once I see something I can't ignore and see the red flag is there and I know it's there, it's done. There's nothing to talk about. And the why is immaterial.
Never go to Turkey.
A lot of red flags. It's a full.
Thank
whole
you for
flag is a red
explaining. Hey,
flag.
Dum Dums, in case you didn't get that joke, he's there. Tiny Tim's TikToks. Let's go.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
What you focus on? Or don't focus on? Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, guys.
That's one way to be number one.
I see these guys all over.
It limits
They're
them.
all over here.
I hate
There
bicyclists.
is, and they always in the spandex and stuff. Like they got the whole uniform.
And a lot of these Fortune 500 companies up here have these.
Little bike races.
Yeah, they buy.
Yeah,
They buy
that's how I
the-
get my
they
that's
buy the
thinking when
crotch.
I'm on two wheels. Yeah.
You told me you don't ride a bicycle.
After that accident, no.
Yeah.
I'm
You should
a
see
feared.
him on a unicycle.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Magic.
I can do a stationary
I've
bike.
seen him do like some mountain biking.
Parables, parables.
I'm like the coach in Mike Tyson Punch Out on the bike. Oh God. Oh no. Does the path come down too? How did that happen?
That guy
That's quite
pays.
nice. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like
That
so
was
many
Michael
things.
Jackson music that will be replaced with whatever.
Yes, whatever nonsense from
whatever
the 80s I can put
public
in there.
domain.
Yeah. Yes, I've always seen this. I'm back on the streets, baby.
See, you didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
You see, we're a
That dog was
wholesome
getting
family
into it.
show. Have your wives and daughter. Well, keep them away from this horn dog.
The dog needs a bitch. You never heard that?
Not until now.
Man, I couldn't get a boner one night. I got a lot of boners, but the one boner I needed didn't come that night, man.
was that a
You know,
post game?
Yeah, that's just forever. Just forever that's out there, but it's true. There's nothing worse than when you because you get boners all day.
It happens
Yeah.
to everybody.
But there's
Yeah.
worse when you want to get one and you don't have one. But
Happens
not as
to
bad as when you
everybody.
have one when you don't want one.
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your favorite dish?
My favorite dish. I like mugs because they're very comfortable in your hand and they hold the hot things that you don't have to touch.
Oh, that makes
So,
sense.
I think this is maybe somebody who might be good for Cliff. Somebody that he can mentor and
Speaking
say,
of
no.
a hot dish, is that
My
Dua Lipa?
favorite dish.
Or who was it?
I have no idea.
I mean,
It
it
looked
is
like
a good
Dua
dish.
Lipa, right?
Oh, yeah?
It was Dua Lipa or somebody like that. It was a musician. I know. I've seen her before.
Oh.
Dua Lipa, I know, is in the new Barbie movie. I think that's who it is.
There's a Barbie movie?
Yeah, with what's her name? Margot Robbie and Ryan.
Gosling.
What's her name was
Gosling?
always doing a Barbie type thing, right?
Who?
That singer/rapper?
Nicki Minaj.
Yes, Nicki
Black
Minaj.
Barbie. Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
Cardi B.
That would work too.
Do you ever see her natural tiatas in the world?
Her what?
Her breasts. Her
Oh,
female
I thought we were talking about a dish.
Her mammalian
fun
protuberances?
bags. Yeah, well, because she used to be a stripper, so there's
Yeah.
just like,
Or her natural ones. She didn't have natural ones. Was a stripper.
well,
Are those
She had some
natural?
enhancements.
but it's
She looked a little like
Missing
a
the
hot Celia Cruz.
hot Ted Cruz.
Hey, oh.
You know what? Shit. You got the tatas? I'm there.
Oh, the knees.
The knees is what you saw?
That's her
That's the
knees.
person who shouldn't be doing this to begin with.
Yeah.
That's like sliding into first, but off the cliff, Not you.
Unapproved.
Yeah.
It's a
Unapproved.
strong gal. Strong gal.
I'm not shaming anybody. I'm just like, this is not for you. This is not for you.
Not yet. She could get there.
But the beauty of life is you get to choose your own path.
Damn, that's a strong rascal.
You really need to be watching.
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
There's
this
no.
one- yeah,
Are you
this-
that one person to listen to one episode?
That was the original Little Rascals. That was a buckwheat.
This is what happens when you don't shower for 5 years. This patient got depressed, they stopped going outside and stopped showering, and now there's skin and keratin deposits on top of their skin that have to be surgically removed.
Ay, ay, ay.
Lubriderm.
I need an after. I want to know if they can fix that.
It looks like they need a scraper or something,
They
right?
need one of those like
Paint scrapers.
Yeah.
You got to work on my feet. Like that. You know what, Martin?
Damn.
Martin.
I get a little antsy if
This is not the main crux of that story. The crux, this is like hoarding, but like with showering. Like this person has a psychological
Oh, yeah, for
issue
sure.
they need to address. And how do you do that?
Yeah,
Iron pills.
What makes somebody snap and break where they just decide never to shower for 5 years?
Were they getting laid?
I don't think so.
That's the problem.
I think somehow people have become less resilient over time. They just don't have what it takes to make it through life. Oh God!
Oh, no.
Oh, flag on the play. I mean,
Oh.
how do you even clean that up?
I mean, I don't think you have to.
I'm not going out
Put
there.
a little sand on it.
I'm not going out there. I don't want him in there. You're out here.
Jeez. No, Jesus.
Was that the casket? They jumped in?
I think
the
they
thing?
jumped. Yeah.
That happens more than you think.
Really?
I've heard of it on many occasions.
Hi.
I'm getting about 30 calls about you on my phone, and I'm a gangster. So you better fucking leave here right now before there's trouble with yourself. You understand that? You're fucking with the mob over here. You better leave now.
I apologize.
You better leave now.
What's going on?
The sooner you leave, the better.
Okay. I will be gone then. I will be
You're
gone.
not gone yet.
Oh man.
That's a real fucking G.
That's when men were men.
Yeah.
Don't come here with your live streams in my fucking restaurant.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Don't
that's
come-
what's
don't-
happening. I've never heard
Don't
of
come
Ice
here.
Poseidon.
Don't fucking.
Because, you know,
don't-
he had a real proper voice answering back. He didn't even care if this guy could back it up. He knew he could. He said, I'm
You
out.
could hear it in the voice.
Yeah, he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Whatever I said, I don't even want this.
That's klar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
She used to it.
it's like a curious little
He sounds
elephant.
laughing. They're all smiling and stuff.
It's really, it's kind of working for me. Is that weird to say?
Yeah,
Like,
save an elephant, use the brain. I got it. Oh.
谁吃萝卜放屁了？那把不能那个碎的，我操你大哥！我一路两狗，哎呦我干没了。
I don't love nothing that much.
Yeah, that's
make it a Vlasic.
yeah.
Another car one.
I don't
I'm
know.
okay with it.
Whoa. Holy.
Dum 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 dum. That sucks. That's a bad
Oh,
day.
here comes the tire coming back. Jeez.
Oh, somebody says I had a day. That I'll
Holy
accept.
moly.
Goodyear. This is a. Episode this was. This was another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me, Mr. Brian Sturges, at Brian Sturges, BrianSturges.com, Portland Choices TV. We got a Black Cliff Beach Music, Side Hustle and Flow on Amazon and Audible. We got 1192 Studios, Tibbity Hall's a bitch, Tibbity Hall Archery. That was the best I've done in a very long time.
Yeah, it was really good.
And we'll see you next
Tuesday.
Tuesday.